2024 is almost over. And look at what was released in 2024. Just in the year 2024, songs came out previously on different albums, like my solo joint that I put out, Kwin MD and DJ Greenguy presents The Real Macomb in 2013. But we did add the little skit on number 4, and we added a new version to a track called The Full. So, you know what I'm saying? I added a verse to this one. Since Symphonic canceled the Radio Impact distribution deal that we had in May of 2023, we had to figure out the best ways to put stuff back. And then in February, we corrected the mistake that we had. That's why it's called the amended version, because originally this one was the first one to drop. But I accidentally credited the wrong artists on here. You know what I'm saying? Because their names both start with CA. We got No Pity Green Mix, the original one that we released. Accidentally, I put Capadonna. You know what I'm saying? Greenguy was on the wrong strain that day. There's actually a playlist for the album itself. It's called the West Playlist. I have it shared on my artist profile. So if you go to my artist profile and you check out my playlist, you can just click on, you know, DJ Greenguy, and there's a single that released for the West as well. So if you go to here, the artist playlist, click on that. And then when you click on artist playlist, you'll see the West amended. And then here it adds the single for Chokehold in number 5. Because this did come out in 2021 as a single. And here it is right here, Chokehold, Compton Menace, myself, and K Davis the Hitman, and all our verses is on here. And that was on King Assassin's birthday. Shout out to DJ King Assassin. It's a tribute to him, because without DJ King Assassin, there would be no Mr. Loco, there would be no Eternal Thug Life, and there would be no DJ Greenguy. He literally inspired all of it. So we did a whole album to pay tribute to him. For some reason, it came out everywhere except for Spotify back in January. And then what we did was we reached out to all the people who would take the contracts and everything, and worked on getting it right. And you know what I'm saying? We put it out with a deluxe version with a couple of bonus tracks in July, on 4th of July. So the deluxe edition came out 4th of July, and it has a couple bonus tracks on here. So tracks 1 through 10 came out already in January of 2024, but 11 and 12 were bonus tracks on this album, which were only on this deluxe version. This new Green album actually came out in 2024 in May, okay? A lot of these songs came out previously. Nasty Talk is the song I did with Bodacious under my old stage name, Kwin MD, way back in, maybe it was the year 2001 we did this track. But this was a new song, Controller. This is a new song, Caught Up in the Mix. All those are new songs. And Knowledge is a new song, a different song with me and Capadonna. Now, New Green is called New Green because it's a new album with mostly me on there. This one, okay, is the Glass Vinyl. It was an EP dropped in 2023. We added more to it, so it's the deluxe version. You know what I'm saying? So tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 were all on the EP. But this deluxe version, which made it an album, has Loyalty featuring Cool G Rap. It has Leaving Earth featuring Richie Hendrix. And it has a live version of my P Clinic where I performed it live in Hollywood. And then it has Keep It Banging, the other bonus track from the Eternal Thug Life album with Mr. Loco, Assassin's Disciplez. We decided to put it as a bonus track here as well. So this one has, by the way, Free Penn State, you know what I'm saying? He's part of Bad Blood, and he's on this track as well. The 6th one was released, Dope Tree. Most of it is a re-release of something that was part of that Radio Impact catalog that got taken down in May of 2023. A lot of these songs was either on Empire or Symphonic before, and this one came out September 7th. So we got the clean versions here. There's 3 radio versions. We got an outro, you know what I'm saying? This song here, which was recorded back in 1999 in Germantown, which is part of North Philly, with my homie Champagne. He now goes by New Jack, so I gave him his new name. Time to Change back in Splash City. This one's Sluggerville Nights. These two songs are audio analog quality audio, meaning we recorded them on tape. Okay. Sluggerville Nights is a freestyle in Sluggerville. Shout out to Sing Gutter, Sluggerville Studio 7, and Splash City. They're analog quality audio. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm from an old generation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums. This 7th one came out on Rock Nation. I'm not gonna put it on display because right now, Rock Nation's got me locked out of my account. As soon as we get this thing straightened out with Rock Nation, I'm gonna put it back. Since they ain't let me log in, we are gonna take this album down and we'll put it back in 2025. This album has Renegades, No Pity, East Side to the West Side. East Side to the West Side is a pretty interesting track. Let me pull that up. We recorded this at my house back in 2021, and it has myself, K Davis the Hitman, Platinum Brown Sugar, Real Testimony, Rick Hard, and Row Thugz. 6 artists are on this album, 3 from the East Coast, 3 from the West Coast. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Philly. Me, K Davis from the Bronx, Row Thugz from the Bronx. There's the 3 from the East Side. And then Platinum Brown Sugar, Real Testimony, and Rick Hard are representing the West Side. You know what I'm saying? So you got East Side to the West Side, West Coast and East Coast. That track is very dope. And then we have every one of the songs on this Row Thugz has myself, K Davis, and Row Thugz on the album. So it's a joint album with K Davis the Hitman, Row Thugz, and myself all on it. And this is a joint album with Richie Hendrix as well. It doesn't appear on my page, only appears on his page, but on every platform except for Spotify, this appears on my page, on my primary artist page. So, you know, this one also has a collab with Snoop Dogg, Black C from RBL Posse, Vidal Garcia, Juvenile, Fat Man West Coast, and of course, Maurice Tokes at the end. Really dope album. This one was put out in June of 2024. I strongly recommend checking that album. So anyway, we have a lot of different versions of Chronicles of a P. This is the P side of the mixtape here. And this one came out on his page as well in 2024. So we're up to 8, 9. All right, so now there's different versions of these tracks here. So this is the deluxe edition, which is only on his page, okay? So when you see Best Buds digitally remastered, this version is going to be different than the one I'm about to show you. This P-Man, there's a different version of that as well. So let's just get to my version of it. So this is the D version, the D side, okay, which just came out yesterday. All right. So we're basically at 8, 9, 10 albums from 2024. When you count the P Chronicalz of a P and West Coast P's, we're at what, 8, 9. This is number 10. Now if I'm skipping around, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of ADD, but also I would like to show you guys this. It's another album in here called I guess they took it down already. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll get back to that later. So yeah, 8, 9, 10, something like that. Here it goes. D Chronicalz of a P. Here it is right here. These are different versions. So the P Man, we took out parts off of the last bar of the hook for the P Man. So it's screwed on the P version of this album on Ricky's page, Richie Hendrix. But on this version, it's not screwed on that last bar. So that's only difference on this one. On this one, couple of differences to the way this one was mixed. They're all called Fire Mix, Fire with a capital P, PHYR, Fire Mix. This D Chronicalz of a P has 7 fire mixes. Now this Best Buds, it combines the P mix and the green mix to give you a condensed version. So you can see the time is slightly different on this one. If I go to his page, his version of it is a little longer. And this one's just slightly different. There's a couple of more uh, ad libs I changed up in the mix. This one, bubonic fire mix, is similar to the P version. You have to listen to it to hear the difference. This, is the exact same as the album that came out on Richie's page, the P Chronicalz of a P. It's the exact same. I really like this mix better than all the other mixes of this song. This classic album first came out in 2022, and we've been kind of remixing it, green mixing it, fire mixing it, and P mixing it a little bit, just to make sure it hits all the platforms. We're putting it out on different things. You know what I'm saying? For example, if I have both our names on here and I just have me as primary and him as primary, some platforms don't pick it up. So Pandora won't play it, stuff like that. So I have to have it as only you or only me for them to really put it on my channel. I figured that out through trials and tribulations, manipulating the system and working the loopholes to get around shit. And here go the P mix. This P mix, this fire mix is slightly different than the one that came out on Richie's P Chronicalz of a P. The version that he has, I have a couple more ad libs on that version. I took them off because I like chill the original version sound when the intro comes on. It's real chill, and it works its way up to a little mumble ad lib where he goes, I don't know, I don't know, and it's a little echo and shit, and it comes on just right. It's so smooth on some real P shit. And here I was too hyped on the Richie Hendrix P mix. In my opinion, he likes it though, but I felt like I put too many ad libs to start it off like a damn firecracker. So I said, shit, let me take that firecracker shit off and have that smooth vibe like the first version. So that's what we got here. Let's play it a little bit. You'll see what I'm saying. See, I gave it like 5 seconds of just letting it breathe before anything comes on. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had to put it out again with that way. And then this way is just a little slightly mastered differently version of the original. And then this song that's on that new green, I took my second verse off and let Richie Hendrix get on there, caught up in the mix, featuring Richie Hendrix. So that's a lot of collab albums too, man. I got a collab album with K Davis the Hitman called The West, a collab album with Row Thugz and K Davis the Hitman. They're brothers, by the way. Row Thugz, that's 2 collab albums. Got a collab album with Richie Hendrix here. D Chronicalz of a P, that's 3 collab albums. And then I got the collab album I just mentioned that came out on his page. West Coast Peas, that's 4 collab albums. Then I got the collab album with Mr. Loco, you know what I'm saying? Eternal Thug Life, Assassin's Disciples, that's 5 collab albums. That's right. All in 2024. I put out 5 collab albums. And then 1, 2, 3 solo albums, but it's more than that. Let me just try to find the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 solo albums. So I put out 5 solo albums and 5 collab albums in 2024 for a total of 10 albums this year. I hope y'all check them out and I hope y'all love them. You know what I'm saying? This music thing, man, this is what really helps us to express ourselves as artists and show y'all what we can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love. Anyway, I'll check y'all later. 1 thou wow.